Hello, I'm Elizabeth, and today's topic is the new president of Ukraine. Perhaps you don't know, but a few days ago, a new president in Ukraine was elected, and his name is Volodymyr Zelenskiy. And the thing with him is why it's such a hype topic, not only in Ukraine but also abroad, is that this person is an actor. And an actor as a president is not such a new thing. For example, Ronald Reagan was a president and an actor, quite popular one, and it didn't disturb him apparently. And also the case with Arnold Schwarzenegger, who was a bodybuilder, then an actor, and then a governor of California, and everything was quite fun. Yeah, it was also fun and fine with it. But why the case with Volodymyr Zelenskiy, the new president of Ukraine, is so fascinating is that he wasn't just a comedian and an actor. He was a person who depicted a president of Ukraine in TV series, and after this, and also because of this, I would say, he became a president of Ukraine. So he is a guy who played a random guy who became a president, after which this guy almost randomly became a president. And as for me, it's quite a postmodernist loop. And let's find out why this is even important in today's postmodernist world. And actually, spoiler alert, it is connected with our media perception. First thing, so media not only translate the reality, they also construct the reality, and they refer to the experience that not only we perceived in our real lives, but also the experience we obtained while consuming the media. And I would say that presidential campaign of Volodymyr Zelenskiy, it was referring to the experience obtained by Ukrainians while watching the TV series where he was a good president. So they already had this experience embodied, and they already knew what sort of a president Zelensky would be, because they had the experience of him being a President Goloborodka. Media has a power, and not only media as we can think of, not only news and political programs, but also TV series and movies. They have a power to create this binary thinking of who is us and who is them. And in this TV series, the president was with the people, and it was opposed to the corrupted and bad government and bad previous presidents. And people in Ukraine, I mean real people, not in the TV series, they were already quite fed up with the government they had before, and they wanted a change. And they had this association that Zelensky slash Goloborodka is a good one. He's like us, not like them. And therefore he had this support. Other thing is, it's called transmediality. And by this I mean that the TV series, The Servant of the People, was broadcasted together with the news about the presidential campaign. It started before, but then I think it was an overlap. And because of this overlap, the effect of transmediality happened. And by this I mean that people were perceiving from the news and political programs and talk shows the message about Zelensky being a presidential candidate, and about Zelensky as Goloborodko, or Goloborodko as Zelensky, I don't know who is who, as a president already. And those two agendas from different types of media, they were mixing in people's mind. And it happens because in postmodern era we had quite a blurred idea of the reality and the truth. And when we watch news, we don't always think that it is the truth and that they really depict the things around us. But also when we watch TV series or movies, it's quite hard to tell apart what is real and what is not. And that gets us to the next idea, and it's idea of authentic image. it could be a fake authentic image. And what I mean by this, about some professions, we don't know much, and president is one of these professions. Although it wasn't a documentary, we still had a feeling that we are somehow spying and seeing how the president's life looks like. Other examples would be TV dramas about police or surgeons. Those are also professions we don't know much about. And we had this sometimes distorted ideas how their profession looks like. And the same, I would say, uh, happened in the case of this TV series and the president Volodymyr Zelenskiy, because people had the idea that if he would be a president, he would be this kind of president, because this how he basically already showed. It's very hard for people to separate the TV reality from real reality, and if you can think of for example, Tom Felton, who played Draco Malfoy, I think it was like cross connection, because some people started to think that Tom Felton is also as bad as Draco Malfoy, but also the opposite thing happened, and people started to think that actually Draco Malfoy was not a bad character because Tom Felton is quite good, right? And Rowling was protesting against this. And here we see the same thing. I just wanted to make it clear that I don't imply that Ukrainians really got confused, but that's how our brain works and how our media perception works. And therefore, it's not like they actually thought that he would be the same or something. And of course, they were quite connected to the reality, and it was a considerate choice. But that's postmodern media and postmodern reality. It's quite confusing, but that's fun. And I'm quite happy with the results. Congratulations to everyone uh, who supported Zelensky. I think it's a fun thing to observe, and I hope it's a better choice for Ukraine. See you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.